Designers, let's be honest. Our industry has been changing drastically, especially in the last few months. AI is not just coming for a developer's job anymore. It has invaded our workspace. In 2026, entry-level jobs are shrinking and UIs generated by AI tools are everywhere. And if you're feeling that the ground is shifting from under your feet, you're not imagining it. You are witnessing the biggest shift in the history of our profession. In this video, I want us to move past the anxiety and fear. I want to show you how our role is evolving from being doers to orchestrators, from being pixel pushers to AI-first designers. I want to give you concrete tips and things that you can do so you can evolve and you can show your progress in your company so that your role becomes even more essential and critical to your team. So first, let's pause to acknowledge what is it that's changing so drastically and why it's affecting us now. So many AI changes have been happening in the last few years. Why now? Why something critical is changing now? 2 weeks ago, Figma, which is the main designer's tool, integrated with tools like Claude and Codex to allow developers and product managers to start from their tooling, their own coding tools, and to send the UIs that they generate into our Figma canvas. In the past, we were the ones to start first. We were the ones to create designs, to define how things felt, looked, and behaved, and we gave it to our developers and product managers. But right now, the equation has shifted. They can start first. In the past, we were valued for being able to create and generate UIs that respected usability and accessibility. Right now, AI models have gotten so good that they're able to do that as well. Very close and accurate to your idea in seconds. Can you imagine the value of that? When companies are struggling to release things super fast, nobody wants to wait for 3 months of discovery. This is what's changing significantly. The tools are allowing us to explore and ideate faster. Now, if you look at this properly, this is not a threat to you because those AI tools are also accessible to you. If you're able to leverage them to do your work faster, this is a win for you. So what's changing is the how of our role. Our value is in knowing what is needed for the user and orchestrating and leveraging AI so we can create these things faster and more efficiently. Rather than starting from a blank canvas, you can ideate 10 ideas and generate all of them with AI and then combine them and get the best solution possible. Refine that and share it with your teams. Share sooner and earlier. Imagine this world where now you can collaborate on a team with your engineers and product managers when you can take an idea, generate it so quickly, and then go to further deeply refine it. Your expertise is still extremely valuable and needed, but it's no longer about you spending hours in Figma perfecting your UI. AI may be good at the how, at generating the UIs, but AI does not understand the why or the essence of what your users need. AI cannot do that. It doesn't have your empathy and understanding of your users, of your business, and what you need to create. But definitely, it can take you there so much faster if you use it correctly. AI is accelerating your execution, but it's not replacing your judgment. That is your superpower. So you need to be shifting from execution to orchestration. You need to start not just on a canvas, you need to start with a prompt and move to the canvas and further refine when you're closer to what you actually want to create. For many years, the UX process was the crux of what we created. We spent hours refining personas and information architecture and so many things that delayed our discovery processes. Tell me, what's the biggest struggle in your workplace? From my observation, stakeholders struggle severely with the bloated timelines. They struggle seeing how much time it takes for us to move from requirement to idea to prototype. Now, with AI, there is so much that is possible. We can ideate so much faster, so we can test our ideas, validate them with our users. We can make concepts visual so that they are more concrete and testable. The first step that you need to take to become an AI first designer is your attitude. There's no more room for fear. If you see AI as your competitor, you are naturally going to freeze and you will be unable to move. If you're constantly thinking it's going to replace you, most likely you're going to create that in your reality. So stop right now. When you cannot control what is happening on the outside, your power lies in controlling what you do about it. You can control what's happening inside you. And that's why I'm starting with attitude. Just like you, I'm not excited about what we are doing as human beings and how we're developing AI in ways that it will take our jobs. I don't love the direction the world is taking, but I cannot control that part. The part that I can control is what I do about it. And this is a very empowering attitude because now all I want to do is equip myself to leverage this new tool and use it to my advantage. And this is the attitude I want you also to take so that you can move forward significantly. So, what does an AI first designer actually do? The short answer is you use AI throughout your design process. Any task that you're doing, whether you're starting from research, defining the problem, writing your problem statement, every little task that you're doing, ask yourself, is there a tool that can support you do that? You need to update your toolkit. Things that will help you get the same work done much more effectively. There are new tools popping up every day. So I don't want today's conversation to just be focused on tools. Use AI even to search for your tools. That's what I would do. Any question that pops in your mind where you want to increase your efficiency, leverage AI to help you do the research. Even if it is for the tools that you need for a specific task, AI can do that work for you. Instead of one idea, explore 10. Propose the best of all of those ideas. Now that we've established how much our role is changing and how much it's requiring us to change and evolve with it, I want to give you 3 concrete tips that have worked for me significantly and helped me with my workflow. The first tip is upgrade your skills. Like we said, any area where you can leverage AI to enhance your skills, to take them to the next level, please leverage that. Gone are the days where you can say, I'm a designer, I only work in Vector, I only work with Figma. It doesn't work like this anymore because your developers are working with Vector now. If you have not yet learned about Figma MCP, and all the integrations that are happening with developers, I highly encourage you to go and watch these 2 videos. You really need to understand the big picture of what engineering and PMs can do. Now, does this mean you need to start coding? Not necessarily, but that's the beauty of vibe coding, that without knowing how to code, you can still achieve code. So there's going to be a lot of learning. The better you refine your prompts, the more you understand how to work with these tools, you can generate better ideas, more accurate UIs that are connected to your design system, closer to the designs that you actually want. The faster you can get started, the better. I am seeing it happen in front of my eyes. It's no longer an option. You need to educate yourself in this direction. And if that means learning some skills that in the past used to be only for engineers, you need to upgrade your skills in that direction. You're not required to know coding, back end and front end. Not fully, no. But vibe coding is a must. Learning how to prompt effectively is a must. So please educate yourself in these areas. And if your question is, how do I get started? Well, ask AI to give you a plan to take yourself in the next level in any skill that you are missing. The next tip that I have for you is stay informed. You know, some people say ignorance is bliss. Some people are on top of things, they're learning, they're curious, they want to continue improving. They're on the cutting edge of what's happening. And some people are so scared. They are fed up with AI. They don't want to hear about it anymore. And they're not learning or evolving as fast as things are happening. It's harsh, but it's real and it's true. If you don't evolve, if you don't adapt, you will be left behind. I cannot say this strongly enough. So please stay informed. Things are changing within weeks, within days. It's changing so fast that there is no solid formula. I create a video about one topic. Within a week, the video becomes irrelevant. This is how fast things are changing. Whatever is the social media platform that you trust professionally, for me, I love LinkedIn. Make sure to follow influencers in our field. Follow Figma, follow Claude, follow Codex, OpenAI, and that you constantly check. Not in a way that keeps you anxious, but in a way that you are one of the first people to know. As things change, dive in, explore, and empower yourself to know more. If you're currently working in a team, you should be the person people look up to stay informed. Whatever is your social media platform or your ways to stay informed, keep up with what is happening. That is my goal from this channel, is keeping you informed so you can make informed choices and help evolve your role. Tip number 3, ask for help. None of us have all the answers. Just ask for help within your teams, from other designers, from your engineers, from your product managers. This space is still undefined. Other people are feeling the same way. Be the leader who leads the conversations, who finds new solutions, who finds ways to collaborate more successfully. This is how you will stand out in a world of uncertainty where our role is significantly changing. What you do right now will make a difference and will show who you are and what role you assume in your company. So to conclude this, AI cannot take your career, not if you rise to leverage it as a tool that makes you more powerful. Let me know what you think in the comments. I respond to your every comments. I want to know your thoughts. Tell me, how are you using AI in a way that is making you more powerful? I have tons of resources on this channel that will help equip you, whether it's Figma Make, whether it's Claude integration, Codex integration, understanding MCP. Tell me, what are you thinking? What do you want to learn about? And I'm happy to create that resource to support you. Let's evolve to AI-first designers, to still be focused on humans, still focused on users, but to do our work much faster and much more effectively. Thank you so much for watching.